Good morning. This is Jimmy Skogard, Grassroots Rising, the politically homeless. I want to talk to you today about a trend I've seen in Wyoming. I've noticed that we've got about 210,000 registered Republicans, 30,000 people who align Democratic, and maybe another 30,000 who align unaffiliated. And that makes Wyoming a one party system as far as I'm concerned. I've talked to my House Rep JR about this, and JR is like, yeah, the Democrats are infiltrating the party, and we're trying to figure out how to maybe keep them out. And I'm like, well, why don't we just let them out? We could eliminate the closed primary system in Wyoming where we elect our leaders in the Republican primary. We could just say, no, we're not going to have a closed primary. Just vote for the candidate instead of the party. But no, we don't do that. We want to make it more restrictive. I see Chuck Gray pushing through some legislation in 2023, and he's awful proud of it. He got a 96-day window established, so we don't get to change our affiliation. Like the affiliation is that important in Wyoming politics. I don't believe so. I think we should be looking at what happened to those 170,000 neighbors who choose not to participate at all, and those unregistered voters who don't think the game is worth playing any longer. And it's hard to blame them, really. I mean, we got a government that's all up in retribution and conflict and us versus them. And, the people that we need to reach out to, that the fourth branch of government is being prevented from participating in politics because it's become so divisive and we just don't want to participate anymore. And why is that? It's because we don't want to take the chance. We don't want to be somebody posted on Facebook the other day that it's kind of like stepping in dog poo. You might not be guilty of anything, but it's still stuck to you and it still stinks. Anyway, that's with that said, that's one other thing is that prohibits some folks from entering politics are the leaders that we elect, leaders who lie to us repeatedly. And I find it shocking and strange. I come from the Alan Simpson generation. I was raised on the idea that integrity is the ultimate baseline. As he used to say, we have integrity, or no, he used to say, if we have integrity, nothing else matters. And if we don't have it, nothing else matters. Kind of interesting if you think about it. I thought I could simply stand back and watch this game of politics unfold, but I realized that I had to get involved. Why? I was lied to one too many times. One too many times. That was my motivation. I saw the whole population of us being targeted. I saw the rhetoric of dismissal, the team politics, the rules in Wyoming today. If we're not on the right team, we aren't wanted. If we're Democrats who switch parties just to have a say in a local election, we're rhinos, something to be dismissed. Our ideas never have to be considered. Yet I've been a registered Republican, a conservative Republican, for my entire life. Wow. We don't need help. We shouldn't seek it. That's a conservative standpoint, right? If you don't need any help, what are you looking for help for? I suppose I'm becoming less conservative, a less conservative Republican in this regard, because I'm going to need some help, a lot of help in this election. I'm going to need your help in Wyoming. I hear about endorsements from this group or that leader. I'm only seeking one endorsement. I'm seeking our personal endorsement. That's my one ask in this cycle. Let's bring the bystanders back into the fold and build a government that actually represents the people of Wyoming. I know if you feel boxed out, mislabeled, or pushed to the sidelines, then it's time for you to rise. Step back into that conversation and share your story. Invite a neighbor to talk honestly about what Wyoming needs. Hoard your endorsement. Keep that to yourself. Or share your endorsement. It doesn't matter. Not to the noise, not to the labels, but it matters to the truth, matters to integrity, and it matters to a future wide enough to hold all of us. It matters to our legacy, to our children and our grandchildren. We still hold the power, but only if we choose to use it. It's in our hands now, Wyoming. Join the movement at skogard2026.org. Thank you for your time, and thank you for listening. I'll talk to you tomorrow.